LiberalViewer presents.
So, last weekend I attended an American Civil Liberties Union conference and lobby day here in Sacramento, and I saw several inspiring presentations that convinced me more than ever that every American who believes in individual liberty needs to join the ACLU. But one of the most memorable moments for me came during the presentation from Abdi Soltani, the executive director of the ACLU of Northern California, who introduced us to Kelly Turner to tell her all-too-common story of injustice in the criminal justice system that you can see here.
So Kelly is going to do a lot more talking and a lot more speaking of telling this story. But Kelly, my understanding is you spent some time in one of California's state prisons that every person in this room paid for with your hard-earned tax dollars.
Yes.
So tell us what happened and why you were there.
My name is Kelly Turner. In 1988, I committed a robbery. In 1992, I committed a robbery. And in 1997, I was sentenced to 25 years to life under California three strikes law for the crime of forgery. In 2009, the courts released me. They resentenced me to 7 years and recalled my life sentence. And today, I want my life to be an instrument for everyone that's in this room to help change some of the ill practices in the justice system.
Kelly, the third time that you said you had forged a check, how much did you forge a check for?
$146.16 at a department store.
And even after your sentence was reduced, and you had the good fortune to walk out of that state prison on that day, how long did you serve for that $100 forgery check?
12 years, 10 months, and 3 days.
So this deals with the excessive punishment, the excessive sentencing, and just the madness, the insanity that we would expend what was at least $600,000 of taxpayer resources to incarcerate a person who wrote a check for $120.
Now, what Abdi said there is right, I think, and unfortunately Kelly's story is not unique, and not even unique to California, because many states have repeat offender laws that turn small thefts into felonies and mandate long prison sentences for pretty minor crimes. And I can even remember when I was a public defender in St. Louis, representing a man who got over 10 years in prison for stealing a pack of cigarettes. From that experience and many other stories of injustice, I developed my own 3 simple rules about what a fair criminal justice system should look like. First, victimless crimes like drug use and prostitution shouldn't be crimes, but should be treated as public health problems if they're government problems at all. And next, property crimes should be pursued primarily for the purpose of restitution, with repeat offenders put in local jails for work programs as a last resort. And with people who commit victimless crimes and property crimes kept completely out of state prisons, there would be a lot more time and space for the final category, violent criminals, many of whom should get longer sentences, with more resources put towards finding effective means of rehabilitation based on scientific evidence, and to the extent that's not possible, violent people just need to stay locked up for public safety. And that's the thing about these 3 simple rules of criminal justice. They actually increase public safety and decrease costs at the same time they make the system more fair, which is a win-win-win, I think, but I want to know what you think. Would my simple rules for victimless property and violent crimes create a safer, cheaper, and fairer criminal justice system? And regarding stories like Kelly Turner's, should a criminal justice system handing out state prison sentences of over a decade for victimless and property crimes really have the word justice in its name? YouTube, you decide.